this brings us to item F, which is our first public forum. This is, as we said, a limit of 15 minutes, open to the public on any item that you'd like to speak of. You're welcome to come to the microphone now. And if we can ask you just two things, to state your name and where you live, number one, and number two, if there's anyone else out who'd like to make comments, we just want to make sure, one other gentleman, maybe two, three. So we have four, I think, four of you, so if we can just make sure that the 15-minute, allotment here works for all of you, that's roughly, 3-4 minutes per person, if that's okay.
I'll just keep it quick. Dina Shaw, I live on Clover Lane. Is that good? Okay. So I've been here before discussing enrollment, and it came to my attention just because I happen to be at John Witherspoon because of my role there, that we have now 14 new sixth graders since January. So then I started thinking about that, and I started thinking about residency, and I went in to ask, how do we verify where these people are living? And I found out that 2 years ago we put in place new residency requirements. There's like a chart of the things you have to provide. And then it dawned on me that no one has ever verified my residence since 2007. And I moved last summer, and all I did was go in to the system and put in a new address. And of course, there's chatter about different ways that people may be claiming residency. I learned recently of a child who is still in the system from the previous time of being able to pay. So I'm here to make a request or a suggestion because I do believe that if you have a gripe, maybe you should come up with a solution. And I don't know if this is possible, but what if we were to require people, in order to register for 2017, to resubmit their residencies? Because we don't know who's living here or where people are. Lots of rentals. I know we have the great Avalon Bay and other places in Bunn Drive. So what if we said to people, we're giving you notice now, but in order to come to Princeton schools in 2017, you have to resubmit your deed, your lease, or something, because we have rising enrollment and the high school is very crowded. And I hear little rumors of things like people, this is crazy, but selling addresses. I'm told, go onto Craigslist and look, and you will see you can buy an address in Princeton. I know it's insane, but I don't have time for those things, but these things do happen. So then I thought, what if we do something in the paper and a blast out from Steve Cochran, right? And we could do it in multiple languages so that nobody feels they didn't understand the rules of the road. I know when I did Super Saturday, I did it in English, Spanish, and Chinese because I wanted to include everybody. I know people that can do that translation work. And another idea I had was on Power School, put a line in that says, where does your tax return go? Because that could verify some things. And then lastly, I had an idea. When you register, what if we made an algorithm that the first question was, what's your address? And if that address is taken, 185 Clover Lane is taken by the Shaws, well, then you can't register your children because you don't live there. If you're, paying for the address, cohabitating in some way, maybe it's a rental property, which I did just hear that story. People have rental properties, live elsewhere, but have their mail sent there so their children can go to our schools. And I don't mean to be mean and harsh, but I'm paying taxes, and so are most of you that live here. And Princeton has become incredibly desirable. Montgomery children, West Windsor children, East Windsor children. That's an unfortunate situation. So, and again, the high school and JW are crowded. And so these are my suggestions. Make a field that it has to connect first. I asked if that was going on at John Witherspoon, and she said no. She just puts it in. She does not verify that that address is taken. And I do understand that there are extenuating circumstances about homeless families or families with special situations. But I think that if we put that out to the public, I think we could have a few families that might weed out the violators just by hearing that we were going to be asking for that by August 1st. So there's my suggestion.
Thank you.
Thank you.